Well, today it is my pleasure to introduce you to someone whom I was referred to by a physician who had used their services. Now, you guys are going to meet someone absolutely phenomenal. You're going to see, I'm excited for you, really, I'm excited for you. Dr. Brown is an ICF credentialed professional certified coach. And she specializes in working with professional women who desire to show up as their best selves and are motivated to overcome whatever is holding them back from reaching their personal or professional goals. Dr. Brown is recognized, get this, as a top 1% life coach by Yahoo Finance. Dr. Brown has coached physicians, executives, professionals, and business owners dealing with the challenges of life and work transitions, burnout, and strained relationships. She is a sought-after keynote speaker and facilitator. And most recently, she envisioned and hosted her inaugural Sisters Realigned retreat in Hershey, Pennsylvania, with over 35 professional women in attendance. You know, Stephanie's coaching philosophy is based on the knowledge that changing one's thoughts and beliefs is key to releasing feelings that are blocking us from experiencing the joy and the success that we desire. You know you want some of that. Her most important role is that of wife and mother to 2 teenage sons. So let us give a warm welcome to Dr. Stephanie Brown.
Hello, good morning. Thank you so much for that.
Thank you, Stephanie. And you know, I don't see you right now, so maybe try that again. I'm not quite seeing you on my screen, at least.
Okay.
Try coming in again.
Can you see me now?
Yeah!
Yay. Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Thank you for joining us, and thank you for taking the time to share with us your passion and what you do best. I know that the people watching this today, guys, if you haven't already, you might want to be tagging some people. You might want to be sharing this into your team groups or pages, because this is something that they're all going to want to watch and listen to. This is just gold, what we're about to drop here. So thank you for joining us.
Thank you. And I really love how you pointed out your top 3 priorities. It's so important to know what your priorities are. And yours are amazing.
Thank you. Thank you. So first of all, Dr. Matt, before we get into the nitty gritty of what you do, I just have to ask you to share your story with us, because this is the first thing that blew me away by you when we first met. So would you mind just giving us a bit of your background and your personal story?
Absolutely. So as you eloquently mentioned, I am a physician, and the way that I came to be on this path was I was, practicing medicine, and about 4 years ago, I started to feel burnt out. And I started to feel like there has to be something more to life than this, right? There wasn't any one thing that was particularly wrong, but I just felt like that there was more that I was meant to do. And I went to a women's retreat, and there was a speaker there, and she happened to be a life coach. And at this time, I hadn't really met any life coaches. And she talked about how often we have these checkbox lives. And so we can check the things off. We've got the career check. We've got the family check. We've got the social life check. We've got the 2.5 kids and a dog check. And after we've checked off all these boxes, we realize that we don't feel the way we thought we would feel. And that resonated with me, because that's exactly where I was. And so there were over 100 women there, but I won the giveaway. And so I said, okay, maybe I am destined to speak with her. And I did. And I subsequently hired her as my life coach, and we worked together to figure out what that missing piece was for me. And one of the 2 aha moments that I experienced early on that really completely transformed my life, one of them was that, I felt like everything was happening around me. I felt like I was a pawn. My job was telling me to do this, to do that. I was just on this hamster wheel. But what I realized was that everything that I thought was happening to me from the outside was actually a reflection of what was happening with me on the inside. And that stung, but it meant that if it was happening with me on the inside, that I had the power to change it. Mm-hmm. And the second aha was that she told me that even though you're in this circumstance, you really are the queen of your own chessboard. And she said, look at your chessboard and make a move. And I had all these excuses for why I couldn't do it. She said, just make the move. And lo and behold, once I shifted my mindset and I actually made the move, you know, it was like doors started to open. Things that had never happened before within my organization happened. And I was able to move into the place that I wanted to move. So I realized that my passion is more than just physical healing. It's really, I love to see people and especially women healed holistically from every aspect. And that I like to see those healed women come together and network and then leverage their gifts and talents to change the world. And I decided I could do that through coaching.
Oh my goodness. I love it. You guys, you see, I love it. And those aha moments already are just, I can imagine they were transformational. They could have probably sparked a bit of fear mixed with excitement. And just hearing your story, and this is why I resonate so much with you, and I know so many women do, is that we have all been there, regardless of what your profession is or what your previous career was or is. We have been at that point where we feel like things are happening to us, and not understanding the power that we have in changing those circumstances. So that leads me then to why I wanted to share you with the world. And those of you who follow me, you guys understand, and you know, I think, Dr. Brown, that you are the very first person that I have actively promoted on my page. And that just goes to show how much I believe in you and your skill and what you're bringing to this world. So ladies and gentlemen, if you are waiting and wanting a transformation, this is someone to listen to. And you know, Dr. Brown, I have a lot of entrepreneurs and social media influencers who come to me looking for coaching because they're experiencing what you just described. They've hit a wall, they're burnt out or constantly exhausted, and they know that their growth is limited by either a lack of mentorship or a mind blocks, if you will. So I would love for you to share, if you don't mind, what your coaching philosophy is. And if you can give us an overview, you know, just some high level points on how we can address this, because this is a recurrent theme I hear often, more often than not, which is, I am tired. So if you could help us with that, that'd be awesome.
Yes, I would even say that exhaustion is probably a pandemic right now. In addition to all the other pandemics we have, exhaustion is one too.